ladies and gentlemen, there are many in healthcare that are out here and they're frontline workers and they still don't want this shot at all. They are still refusing. So this came out on CBS Evening News, and I'm going to play this audio for you.
New research shows that Black Americans are not receiving the vaccine at the same rate as white Americans. One issue is vaccine hesitancy, even among healthcare workers who were first in line. We visited a hospital in a mostly Black and low-income community on Chicago's South Side to see why even some medical professionals are refusing the vaccine. Chicago's New Roseland Community Hospital is waging a war against COVID in a zip code with one of the city's worst death rates.
I'm ready. All right.
Though victory is in sight with a vaccine, so far 73% of staff here have declined it, like Rhonda Jones, a registered nurse.
It came out just a little bit too fast for me.
Even though the country's top medical professionals are saying it's safe and that it's built on decades of research.
We only know what's being told. We just don't know. If you didn't make it yourself, if you didn't cook it yourself, if you didn't do it yourself, you just don't know.
Jones has treated COVID patients and lost an uncle to the virus. Some people might be surprised to learn that you, someone in the medical field, don't want to take the vaccine right now.
Well, I would say that's just me being a good nurse, because I tell the patients, just because the doctor says this is good for you, you have to do your own research.
Doctors are more likely to get the vaccine than other staff here, but Dr. Tunji Ladipo says they must all set an example.
People like myself have to be out front and say, hey, look, I'm getting the vaccination. That's important.
So important, the hospital launched an internal vaccination campaign.
I got it.
Nationwide, roughly a third of workers in healthcare settings say they'll wait and see before getting a vaccine, mirroring public opinion. Black adults are most hesitant, due in part to distrust stemming from historic discrimination. Other reasons include concerns over the long-term impact and side effects, often based on misinformation that officials like Dr. Anthony Fauci are trying to dispel.
The incidence of severe adverse events is negligible.
Martez Isom is not convinced. He cleans COVID patient rooms here. Are you willing to take the vaccine?
No, ma'am. And it's too new for me to know how it's going to affect myself. I need to see how it affects everyone else first.
But Dr. Ladipo fears there's no time to waste, especially in communities of color.
Thank you so much.
If we get vaccinated at a rate that's lower than the general population, we're going to suffer the most. It will continue to rage in our community.
An important plea for vaccinations. Still ahead on the CBS Weekend News, a debrief with Major Garrett.
Now, y'all, I want you to keep something in mind. First of all, just think about it. Now, we know this country and all the heinous things they have done to us and all of the lame excuses they give you when they do nothing to rectify it. But they still want us to blindly trust them, which is, to me, you are being unreasonable to believe that we should just blindly trust you. And you have never faced any retribution for all of the things you've done. So no, that's asking for too much. It is. If you see healthcare workers hesitating, why would you dive out there for it? They're saying generally the same thing that we've been saying all along. They rushed this thing out there. It's too quick. We have seen the stories on people getting sick and people dying shortly after getting the shot. We've seen all of this, so stop trying to act like you are shocked that we don't trust you. Please go away with that. For real. And y'all keep in mind, this is Super Bowl weekend. So now you got the governor in Florida that wants a packed house. And just think about all of the Super Bowl parties that are going to be breaking out all across the country. So now you got a super spreader weekend ahead. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.